this version of this video does not work, I'm gonna have a moment. Let's talk about tags again. Yay! Hey guys, Crystal here, and yes, I am doing another tag video. This video was supposed to go up last week, but I had mic difficulties and camera difficulties, so we're just really gonna hope that it just all cooperates. Today's tag was brought to you by author and Sophie. I ninja'd this from her channel. She did this recently. It is the writer's stereotype tag, which I thought was kind of cool, because, you know, we are our own stereotype, and my hair's a mess. So, we're just going to jump right in onto the questions. Question 1. What are 3 to 5 writer stereotypes that do not apply to you? Writers are big readers. Unfortunately, that is not me. I mean, I do like reading, but I read very slowly, and sometimes I forget that I'm reading a book because it's not in my direct eye line, and it never gets finished. So that's a thing. I mean, right now I'm trying to read Angels and Demons. I started it 2 weeks ago, and I think I'm still on chapter 1. So that's going very well. I get a lot of my inspiration from, like, movies and stuff more than reading, which, you know, is par for the course with my sentence structure being absolute garbage. So, yeah. Not a big reader. Number 2. Or, stereotype number 2 is having a journal, having a bullet journal, setting goals. And this is where I openly admit how jealous I am of all of my friends. Their bullet journals, their journals are beautiful, and they're just art. All right, like they are productive art. I have watched mostly all of my friends journaling, setting goals for the new year videos, and I applaud their ability and their power. They are amazing. Where I do have a bunch of notebooks and sketchbooks and, you know, all those different things, that was from my high school me, where I'm like, yeah, each story is gonna have its own journal. Like, my journals don't have random ideas, they don't have goals. It's just me trying to write a story in that book. So I know where to find it later. So, yeah. Number 3. Stereotype 3. My third choice for a stereotype was the idea of going somewhere to write. Coffee shop, library, retreat, place in the woods, park bench, those sort of things. That seems like a very writery thing to do. Whereas me, I do everything right here on my desk at my command center. Occasionally, maybe I might take my sketch pad or one of my notebooks and go over there if I'm not feeling being up here, or I'll take the iPad, that sort of thing. But I don't leave the house to do it. So yeah, that's definitely not me. Question number 2. We're getting back to the questions now. Sorry if that was really confusing. What part of the writing process is hardest for you? My hair. No. The hardest part is definitely editing for me. Most definitely. I am a little bit dyslexic and a little slow on the uptake sometimes. So my spelling sucks. Commas suck. Grammar sucks. All of those things. I do not possess that skill as much as I would like. I'm getting better. I'm currently taking grammar for writing professionals in my college right now to try to get better. I also have programs, Pro Writing Aid. Okay, I only have the one. I don't know why I said double. To help me learn and be better at it. Another part that I'm struggling with is the feedback process. This is the first time I've ever wanted feedback, you know, critique partnering, betaing, stuff like that, for the most part. So giving my book off to somebody else before I get to the editing process That is a new thing for me, and I openly admit that I am chomping at the bit 9 times out of 10, and I feel very, 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 very badly for my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people that I have chosen thus far, because I can be a royal pain in the ass. Hey, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Because this is a very new thing for me, and releasing control is definitely difficult. I've talked about this in previous videos before, whether it was my crappy publishing story video or any of the other tags I've done, of which there are many. So this is not new. So we're just going to move on to question number 3. Do you ever feel imposter syndrome as a writer or as a YouTuber? Yes. Next question. Nah, I'll get into it. I have felt imposter syndrome when it comes to writing ever since minute 1. You know, you're not a writer, you're not going to do well, they're just going to laugh at you when they read your books, and so on and so forth. That's been that way forever. It was enforced after the stuff that happened with my original publishing. And if you want to know that story, it is down below. Or it is up in the cards. I'm going to put it up in the cards. I'm not going to put it down below. I keep doing that. Yeah, if you want to know that story, it's up there. But after everything went down for that, I definitely thought that I wasn't good enough because I didn't do well enough. I didn't fight hard enough. I didn't research hard enough. All that stuff, right? And even the book itself. I did not go through any of the literary processes, critique partnering, betaing, all that good stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just wrote it, sent it in. Okay? Wrote it, edited it myself, and sent it in. It was a thing. It was a time. So, yeah, no, definitely. I took 12 years off from writing because I felt like I was that much of an imposter syndrome that I was wasting my time. So that's writing. As a YouTuber, oh dear sweet heavens, yes. Over the last couple of weeks, I have felt it stronger than ever, which is stupid because also within the last few weeks, I've gotten the most amazing support in my freaking life. But I find myself struggling to produce content that I'm happy with lately. I called this channel Crystal's Cluster, where I make a clusterfuck of content, right? And mostly I've been focusing on writing because I can't think of what to do for D&D. Do I want to do story times on the campaigns? Do I just want to do story time? Do I want to talk about, D&D as a whole? I'm having a time, folks. When it comes to the gaming, I don't know if I want to do gameplay videos. Especially since I only have, limited access to games, some of which I've already done on this channel. I was considering doing a Spooktacular special this October, doing horror games, talking about horror stories, talking about monsters, stuff like that. If any of that seems interesting, please let me know down in the comments below. I might even replay Amnesia just for shits. I did that for stream, but yeah, it might be fun to do it as a stream over here this October, because October is spooky month, and I am missing out on doing some spooky content. But I'm tangenting. It's because I can't think of the content. I start thinking, should I really be doing this? And right now, the only thing that is keeping me going is the community around my channel. Hey, you. Just gotta get comfortable first, folks. There we go. The patron saint of Crystal's Cluster has returned. Hello, Bubba. So, yeah. I love the community, so I want to keep going. I want to keep trying. I want to be the best YouTuber I can be, even though if I don't really know what that is. So, yes, imposter syndrome sucks. Question 4. Do you generally receive support or criticism about your writing? Most recently, support. The amount of support I have gotten for ideas, for the story, for just the fact of me choosing this to be my career, whether, just internetness and writing and stuff, and me deciding this is my path. The support has been almost overwhelming at times, and I've been super, 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 super grateful. There is skepticism. And there was always skepticism, especially from those people that don't really understand. Because, you know, people you've grown up with in your life be like, hey, this is what we know of life around us. And you should be doing that because that is normal. Getting a job, going into a trade, going for the money, things like that. The internet stuff is just a hobby and it's pointless and it's silly and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm used to that sort of criticism and I kind of just ignore it now. But for when it comes to, like, just writing, because that's what the question is, I have had people look at me like I have 300 heads and 2 noses and a big mouth coming out of the center of my forehead. Especially since I write vampires, especially since I write fantasy. Because, write what you know is a common criticism. And since vampires aren't real, how do I know about them? It's very lame criticism, all things considered. But yeah, no, it's something I'm used to. Mostly support, though. Very grateful. Love it. So very, very much. Question 5. The last question. The final question. What is one piece of advice that you want to give to new writers? This is where people usually say, like, be consistent and find time every day and all these wonderful, wonderful advice. Not knocking any of it. But my advice, good, bad, or indifferent, is follow your art heart. Okay? And that's a broad strokes concept that I stole from Babs Tarr, from Pub Draw, the Critical Role art show they did a while back, where they were talking about, like, if it looks like the nose is wrong, like, follow your heart and change it. For me, for writing, is if you get that idea, like, and you got those whispers saying, like, write this, do it. Right? If you want to write your romance novel, write it, right? If you get an idea for a fabulous scene, and write it. And if you want to take a break, take a break. If you want to try something else, try something else. Follow your art heart. Who knows where to lead you? Not to be hyper positive, because sometimes it might lead you into a dumpster fire, let's be honest. But it could also lead you into an amazing space. I mean, hell, I followed my art heart. Here we are. Right? Last look, I had 75 subscribers on my channel, which is super amazing. I am part of an amazing community of wonderful, wonderful people, most of which I count as friends now. I didn't have that. And I followed my art heart. So yeah, follow it. And may it lead you into magnificent horizons. That platitude was cheesy even for me, but that's the end of our tag. So I'm going to do that thing where I tag people. I'm going to tag Chaos Queens, Violet, Danny, and Marta. I almost said Danny and Marta at the same time. That was weird. And I'll pick a 4th just for giggles. And I'll pick A Ghoul Creates. Take 5 of you. Let's do it. Don't feel any pressure. If you do not feel like doing this tag, it's okay. I respect and love you very, very much. If you want to do this tag and I didn't tag you, you should consider yourself tagged. Because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. And I feel like 5 tags was a lot. If you just want to answer the questions down in the comments below, feel free to do that as well. And while you're down there, stop and say hi, because I love it and I read all the comments. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, because I do videos of, some quality and some interest, and you never know if it might interest you. I really don't know how that was a promotion for my channel, but it was. This week I will be streaming on Thursday on Danny's channel. It was supposed to be last week, but storms suck, and so we're doing it this week. and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be writing. We're gonna be talking about writing. I'm gonna have a rough time with my hair. It's great. I'm also co-host on the Worldwide Writeathon, the 23rd of October at 5 a.m. because I've gone insane. There will be so much coffee, but I'm gonna have fun. It is with author Sophie on her channel with a bunch of other wonderful folk. Links are gonna be down below for that as well. So if you find yourself there, it'll be epic. That's as far as that goes for the announcements, because I have no other plans that I can actually talk about yet, because, you know, they have to make it past the concept stage. So thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, we will see you in the next video. So take care. I'll see you next time. What am I doing with these outros? I had a particular outro at one point, but bye.